with perhaps a dwindling level of interest in Yoenis Cespedes. Buster Olney of ESPN suggested teams may not be ready to pony up $150 million over 6 years for Cespedes, and one executive said if he's waiting for $100 million, he may still be out there in February. Hey, if the price tag on Cespedes is going to lower in the coming weeks, if, let's say, they're at the winter meetings next week and get a bit of a rude awakening, the Mets, they have to make a real effort to bring him back. I think when you're talking about $150 million, I can understand letting him walk away. If that number is down to 120, if that number is down to 110 or 100, and you're talking about 5 years instead, I don't understand what would possibly hold you up from going and bringing him back. We already know that he can handle the situation, and we already know that he can do damage at Citi Field.
It's ridiculous that the Mets aren't the front runners to re-sign him. After thinking about this, we all overreacted maybe in August, and then I'll have to sign him. I don't care if it's $200 million, and then overreacted after the postseason because he struggled and showed a little bit of dog out in the outfield. He's the best fit. He's the perfect fit. And let's not forget, who cares about years 4, 5, and 6? This team is a win-now team.
Yeah.
He's the guy. He proved he can play here. He fits in center field. He's that threat in the middle of the order that's not intimidated to play in this city for the New York Mets. I would say 6 years, 150. The only way the Mets should lose him is if it were to be beyond that. Somebody's going to blow him out of the water. 8 years, close to 200. Then you could accept it. 6, 150. Anything less than that, they have to sign him.
Look, getting blown out of the water still could very well happen.
Right.
I mean, this is a little bit of chatter at the moment, but it's interesting chatter that you're already hearing that in December, and we haven't had the winter meetings yet. Sal, I hate to put it this way, but it's just money. You don't have to give up your top pitching to go and get that feared bat that we have talked about. And if you're going to ask me where he's going to play, I'm sorry, he can play center field. We marveled for 2 months at his ability to play center field, yet the Game 1 play has everybody thinking that all of a sudden he can't. He won a Gold Glove this year in the American League in left field. He solves problems. He makes everybody around him better. That's the biggest factor of them all. And Sal, I'm telling you, I am really, really worried that they are not going to get an offensive player of consequence and solely rely on the pitching and David Wright and Travis d'Arnaud being healthy. That is a dangerous proposition.
Yes, and it's going to put them in the same exact boat they were in before they went and got Cespedes. There is no perfect player. So people say, oh, what about the dog in him? You're going to give him the money. He was a dog without the money at times this year. So you already know what it is. You know what? I'll sacrifice that for all the good that he brings, not being afraid to play in the city. You don't have to throw a contract out there and cross your fingers and wonder if he's going to have what it takes to succeed in New York. He already did it. He is the fit. Again, no perfect player. He's the perfect fit for this team moving forward. It has to happen. The one caveat, as you said, though, usually there's some ridiculous team like the Mariners with Cano that goes out there and gives them much more than you're willing to pay. I'd max out at 650. Anything less, they better get him. Otherwise, there'll be a mutiny here.
If there's no number, if the number's dropping, Sal, they have to do it.
Oh, no question about it.